Hello, good morning, good day, good evening, good afternoon to all the TBC members globally and locally. I am Casper Deadmine. This is one of my another series of 24/7 TBC live broadcast. I would like to take this great opportunity to talk on that we should not concern about the changing of the past. Fellow TBCians and TBC leaders, every time we seem to be clinging to the past and too much concern of what is being changed today from the past. Today, I would like to say you with a screen from the blog talking about why we should be concerned about the changing of the past. So I will now say you with a screen on the blog. So from the screen you can see. I will say you with a video and the article that was put on the blog by TBC admin on 2nd August 2018. It is talking about is the past changing and should you be concerned about it? So we await the opening of this video article. So now you can see on this article, there are several videos shown here. On this video article, now let me go to the article. Okay, the article on the blogs states that, okay, you may be asking yourself, what does any of this in videos above have anything to do with TBC and its mission to end poverty globally? My answer is everything. Consider this. The workings of the elite that seek to control the world are sometimes referred to as the establishment. Over hundreds of years of concerned effort, the, the few we call the elite have built the very thing we now call the establishment. The establishment points to particular places of power and authority, which position certain people and groups of people to have power over others, which I would call enslavement by consent, not necessarily knowingly consent or consciously consenting. So it's talking about another block here, another blog article. It's talking about your silence presumes your consent to be a slave. My system is a bit slow, so I await the system. Okay, it's coming on. So now let's continue with the article. Consent is a form of agreement. Agreement is an action of the mind. Take into account the meaning of the word government. The word government comes from the Latin verb "gubmare", which means to control, and the Latin noun "mens", which means mind. So many would be surprised by this explanation. In this blog, I think I have done a good job showing that the elite have created a system that manufactures poverty as they, as parasites, feed off the masses through the deception known as artificial scarcity. If your mind falls for the deception of artificial scarcity, then you will behave accordingly, and poverty for most is the result. Once you focus your mind on the truth that abundance is the natural order of things in the universe, and especially here on earth, then it will empower you by changing your behaviors in order to line up with having and enjoying abundance instead of living in poverty. The change first takes place in the mind. Again, ask yourself, why do the elite work so hard to manipulate the government, banks, media news, education, entertainment, markets, and business through bosses? So there's another blog article here, was put by the blog on 5th 11 2017, talking about the elite took over the world using a four-letter word. It's because those are the places they can influence your mind the most. A quick point. In TBC, you are your boss and you are your bank. This is very, very true. That completely empowers you to live the life of abundance. Reality is a very strange thing. Once you begin the journey of studying the nature of what it really is, obviously, the elite have gone to great lengths of manipulating reality through the aforementioned institutions, which I have mentioned above. It seems that their insatiable appetite to control reality is leading them towards manipulating reality using dangerous technologies that access it at a quantum level. Have they already built machines with the power to change the past to something other than what we recall it to be? That's a mind blowing question. When you dig deep into the agenda of the elite, it brings to you the study of transhumanism, merger of man and machine, and it leads to the utterly complete enslavement of mind, body, and soul of all of humanity, and perhaps our extinction as a species. There is nothing wholesome about that agenda. It is just pure evil. As a living man or living woman, you have a voice and the free will to use it as you wish. If later you become transhuman, then essentially your voice and free will become imprisoned within your own body. And that, my friends, is hell. Do you want something else to control your thoughts, feelings, and actions through a mechanical system outside of your personal control? Let's reject the whole idea of transhumanism and stand up for free will. Your life should be your choice. Period. We have arrived at an age where the most expensive things you can own is ignorance and apathy. Our awakening must be quickened now before it is too late for our entire species. Ending poverty will unlock massive amounts of free will to oppose such technologies with the financial means to put up a good fight. We are engaged in an info war without a bullet being fired. Yet the stakes could not be even higher than they are now. Shedding your personal ignorance and apathy is essential to saving you completely. By design, TBC empowers the individual at the very source of where power exists. We live in a digital world where it is easier to accept the idea of digital money. You can't force a rich man to do something they don't want to do, but a poor man will concede often and do much against their own will. This is why we need to end poverty, because of how others will use and abuse the poor for whatever reason. It's unfair, it's immoral, and it is just ugly to behold. TBC holds its value based on agreement, and like I said before, agreement is an action of the mind. Deprogramming the mind of a poor person so they can live the life of abundance is how we are ending poverty on an individual level. We will end poverty one person at a time because that is what will stick and remain ongoing. You are among the first to move towards the life of abundance. The elite are trying to hijack with technology and what already works perfectly on a quantum level. Where is your brain? Yep, it is located in your skull and protected there. Where is your mind? Ha ha, gotcha. You probably said the same place, but that is impossible. Your skull is not big enough to hold it. Your mind transits time and space and not by thoughts alone. For many years now, toys for kids have been in the marketplace that allow children to use their minds to play with them, such as moving a ball through an obstacle course, hands free by thought alone. Amazing. Your mind is the source of power for your existence, and it can connect with anything else on a quantum level. Practically all limitations are self imposed. A famous Henry Ford quote: whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, emphasizes how much attitude determines success or failure. You see, the source that empowers you is already within you. Joining TBC is done by agreement, an act of your mind. The numbers you see in your TBC wallet are an outside substance of what you agree to believe in, and collectively we hold up the value of our coins. The beliefs you hold can be found in your heart. When you believe in the numbers you see inside your TBC wallet, it completes your empowerment to embrace abundance. Finding others that believe likewise allows transactions to happen, and that is how we will change the whole world so that we will have abundance for all. Ending poverty will collectively place our group on an even playing field to defeat the elite on any evil agenda they may have. We can free ourselves of their mind control over us in every regard. But how you perceive those numbers in your TBC wallet matters a lot in how you will behave within our community. My fellow Tibetsians, this block that I have gone through with you, it is loud and clear. Currently, our mind is so confined and so used to the establishment that the elites have already put up long before we born. So currently, we are enslaved by the created system by the elites. My fellow Tibetsians, it's only through TBC, our private community, our private money, and our private economy will bail us out of this enslavement. So I'm very thankful for TBC to put this out to help us all Tibetans to free ourselves, free our mind, which is our control center. And whatever figures we see in our e-worlds has an external information that will feed our mind to free ourselves from poverty and enslavement from the elite's agenda and elite's establishment. Thank you very much, TBC admin, and all the TBC members and leaders globally and locally. May God bless TBC admin for the hard work they put in every day, and God bless all the TBC members. Thank you very much.